Hello everyone, Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com, and welcome to my craft room live Facebook on Sunday at 3. So we'll just give it just a minute for maybe some people to pop on here. But we're going to be making this beautiful alternative card from our paper pumpkin kit that I just did. Hi Lily! That I just did this weekend. This is our paper pumpkin kit, and if you're not familiar with paper pumpkin, it is a monthly kit that comes to your house, and everything's included in the kit. The only thing you might need is a pair of snips or scissors. And then if you are a first-time subscriber of Paper Pumpkin, you get this nice little paper pumpkin block, and it says Paper Pumpkin on it. So that's fun for your very first kit. Now, what's great about this kit is that you can suspend your subscription at any time, or you can cancel it, and then you could jump back on at a later date. It's great. So I want to go through a few things that is going on. First, we have, of course, my free card kits for the month. If you place an order, if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber or a downline, these are the two free kits that you get for the month of February. They change every month, but if you're a customer, or if you place an order, or if you're a downline or a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you get two free kits every month. They come with envelopes, but no stamped images. Not allowed to stamp an image. So let's talk about the little giveaway that's going to go on today also. I got together just some ribbon, some pretty ribbon here, and this is that double-sided ribbon. I used it in a video this weekend over there. Hi, Nancy. Hey! Nancy and I went to grammar school together. Thank you so much for watching. Hi, Diane. I know, I love the color combos. So pretty. So this is Granny Apple Green on one side and Coastal Cabana on the other. But I paired it with Pool Party and, what was it? Pool Party and something else. Anyway, it's so good to see you, Nancy. It really came out very pretty, and this video is over on my YouTube channel. And I love this ribbon right here. I got this ribbon because my daughter, my oldest one, is about to have a baby in April, and I just finished the invitations, and I used this pretty ribbon on it. We're having another little boy. His name will be Tristan. This is some Coastal Cabana, and this is that Petal Pink. So there's about 12 inches of each on there. So that will go into the giveaway. The only thing you have to do is, just like you're doing right here, is just make a comment. At about 8 o'clock tonight, we don't do this in a very scientific way, guys, okay? Remember, it's me. So what I do is I write your names down on pieces of paper. I fold them up, and I put them in a little tote that I have, and I just shake them up, and I pick one out. And then I email you guys that, hey, you know, you won the giveaway. So that is how it's chosen. But so then along with the ribbon, you're going to get 3 cards. First, you're going to get a card that I put together on camera. This is the Paper Pumpkin card. And I love these succulents. Absolutely love these succulents. So pretty. Just a little sentiment in there that I absolutely love. Be kinder to yourself and let your kindness flood the world. I think that's so beautiful. So, and we're going to use that today. So I really, really love that sentiment. So you're going to get that card. And then I made this card right here. And this is with the Lasting Lilies set. I did some background shading in there with some sponging. And then these are going to come out in framelits come the 1st of March. So you'll be able to purchase those to pair with your Lasting Lily stamp set. And that'll come out at the 1st of March. I used the Subtles embossing folder back here. Let me tell you something, guys. That Subtles embossing folder is like to die for. You can use it on the back of anything. It's so subtle, but it still makes a statement. So I love that. And then last week, so you're going to get 3 cards. So last week, I started to do this, and here's what I came up with. I love it. I love that textured embossing folder. I remember I took the little sponge daubers and I just went around and I mixed my yellows and my lovely lipstick, and I think might be Daffodil Delight and Pineapple Punch I added, and I think that is Granny Apple Green. So, but this one just came out so pretty. And I love this saying, here's to those who inspire us and don't even know it. The world needs more people like you. So I put this inside, and this comes from the part of my story stamp set. Now look at that, it's a new punch. That punch right here will be available at the 1st of March. So that you can pair that, you can purchase that and pair that with your already free stamp set that you got from your celebration catalog. So I'm going to include this one in the giveaway. So it's 3 cards and some ribbon. I hope you guys like it. And what else is going on? If you are not a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin, next month, if you do subscribe before March 10th, all of us are going to get 2 stamp sets. It's a 6-year anniversary of Paper Pumpkin, and so they're doing that. Now, I want to talk to you guys about what is coming. This set right here, which I absolutely love, I totally love, and you can see on camera I have not been using it because this punch is not available, which then made the bundle not available, but the stamp set is available. But I just checked the back order and what's coming up and this and that list, and this is going to be available, they're hoping April 1st, which is going to be out of the celebration and well, it won't be out of the occasions thing because that goes until June, but this right here, this punch, so I don't know if they're going to activate the bundle again. Hi Roxanne. I don't know that, but I know they said that this punch is going to be available April 1st, along with the cake builder. Okay, so it was this one and the cake builder, and I don't have that one, that went on, you know, that you couldn't get it anymore because you couldn't get the bundle. You could still get the stamp set, but then they weren't even sure if they were going to get these punches back. But now I just looked, and the cake builder is going to be available March 18th. So if you're looking at that one, let's see, I should have had it open. It's in the celebration catalog. And it just got so popular. Right here on page 18, there's the stamp set right here, and here's the punch. And it was in a nice bundle. You save 10%. I don't know if they're going to bring the bundle back or these are going to be separate. I don't know what's going on, but I know that the release date for this is March 18th for the punch. So hopefully things are coming back around. Then I also wanted to tell you that the colors Fresh Fig, Powder Pink, Lemon Lime Twist, Tranquil Tide, and Berry Burst will be retiring. And the Fresh Fig, Berry Burst, and Tranquil Tide re-inkers are on low inventory. So if you love those colors and you're going to keep using those colors, the good thing to do would be to go ahead and get your re-inkers before anything goes on a retirement list. Hi, Marja. Greetings from Finland. I love it. We need more Stampin' Up! People all over the world. Marja would be a great person if they would ever let, you know, Stampin' Up! Go ahead and do that over there. So first we're going to go ahead now today and put this card together. As soon as I saw the succulents, I thought of Rich Razzleberry immediately, and Old Olive. I feel like those are the 2 best colors for succulents. I love the stamp set in this month's Paper Pumpkin. It's big. We got a lot in there, and I had to use this cup. I'm also absolutely in adornment of the rectangle stitched framelits. They are some of my absolute faves. So I used this one, and let me show these to you guys. You get a lot of them. I have a couple out because they go in my card kits for the month. But this is like the 3rd one in. Okay, the 3rd one in is what I used on this one to make that. And I cut it out of Whisper White. So let's just go over those dimensions. Get some of this stuff out of the way. So I cut this out. This is just regular Whisper White. And it has that beautiful stitching around the edge. And we'll be stamping on that. And now our... how big was this? This is Old Olive, and it is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. That's what this is in Old Olive. Our base, or the base of the front of the card to go on the card base, is 5 1/4 by 4, and this is Smoky Slate. And then our card base is Rich Razzleberry, 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, so it opens like that. All right, and then we have a Whisper White envelope. So let me move this aside, and let's see, we'll bring in our foam mat. And I'm going to go ahead already and attach this front piece to our card base. This is with the Subtles embossing folder. I don't know in this light if you can kind of see, and I don't want to get anybody seasick by it auto-focusing. Let's see, where's that embossing folder? Right here. Subtles embossing folder. Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful folder. So, but because things are embossed, I want to use my Tombow because we do have some nooks and crannies. This, I think, might hold down with snail. I don't know. When things are the least little bit up and down, I really like the liquid glue to get into all of the little places. So I'm going to place this on the front of our card, leaving a nice border around, because remember, this is cut down by 1/4 inch, so you'll get an 1/8 inch border all the way around. And I'll just press this down until the Tombow takes hold. Now, this is raised because it's embossed, so I want to take my Old Olive piece also with the Tombow. Just like that. And I want to place this in the middle also, leaving that nice smoky slate just to look so pretty with that rich razzleberry. Just beautiful colors. And how did I know to put these colors together? It was very easy. I went to my color coach. Being demonstrators, we have access to something called a color coach. I use it constantly. That came out really nice. All right, so let's move this out of the way, and we're going to bring in our envelope and open our rich razzleberry. And then this is the inside of our card, and it is Whisper White at 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. I'll have all of these measurements over at stampinginthevalley.com for you guys. Let me try not to get too much ink all over. Oh, there's the rich razzleberry, right? Get it washed off on my best we can on our squeegee. Okay. So, let's see, the envelope. We're going to take our little squigglies right here, and we're going to use this full strength. And I just did like a little L, just a corner. Embellishment. I love to decorate my envelopes, and I love to decorate the inside of my cards. I just feel like it's a very nice finishing touch. Because when you get it when you see it in the mailbox, you know this is from me, because the envelope is decorated. Now, this is our inside piece. Now, let's see, what did I do in there? Yeah. I copied the other one. I want to put this here. And I've been getting into like putting things in opposite corners. Oh. Just like that. And now we'll get our thank you, and we'll put that right in the middle. So we have the inside of our card kind of done. I'm not happy with the ink that I got on the, let's do side 2, okay? Let's try that again. Let's try that again. So rich razzleberry up in the corner here. Just, I was like just down and up. Let me move this over here and let me see if I can't get right over it. And here we are on live TV, live camera. Oh no, that even made it worse. All right, we'll use the other side and be happy with that. That even made it worse. So we'll just use this side. I'm not happy with that whatsoever, guys. Not at all. Let me cut a piece of Whisper White really, really quick. I always say that I'm okay with it, but I'm not. I promise you. 4 3/4 and 3 1/2. Let me just get that over here. Nice to have your Stampin' trimmer just right there. Okay, let's try this again. Clean this off. And, all right, now, Rich Razzleberry is a very inky color. Okay, that's nice. And right there. All right, now we'll do our thank you. Right there. Okay, now I'm happy. I couldn't live it. I can't do it. I just couldn't do it. Now I'm going to let this dry because that is a little juicy, like I say. And I'm going to bring in this piece that's cut with the rectangles. Happy Sunday, Roxanne. That's sweet. And what we're going to do now is take our sentiment that I absolutely love, and we're going to go into the Rich Razzleberry and stamp that kind of toward the top. Beautiful. And that's in straight Rich Razzleberry. I'm not stamping it off or anything like that. Now, let's close this up because I seem to be quite dangerous. I was very dangerous with Blackberry Bliss, let me tell you. I was extremely dangerous with Blackberry Bliss. Now we're going to get our cup in our Memento Tuxedo Memento Black ink because we are going to color with some Stampin' Blends. So we don't, those are alcohol markers, and with this ink, it will not run out of the lines. There we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so let me close that. Let me get this. And now we're going to do a little bit of coloring here. I'm going to use my light smoky slate, dark smoky slate, light old olive. I have my color lifter here just in case we go outside the lines. And then I have the light Rich Razzleberry. And I am going to color the cup in the Rich Razzleberry and hope I don't go outside the lines while we're coloring here. So this is just going to take us a minute to get done. And we'll just, now these are alcohol markers. I've had a few questions about using these. I am barely touching the paper. Barely. Like maybe in the middle a little bit more. But when I come around here, I am letting the tip of the brush do the work for me. And I'm allowing the alcohol ink to spread at the same time. I went outside the line a little bit there. It's okay. When I come around the handle there, I want to go to my fine tip right here. So I'm going to come up through here. And I am barely, I promise you guys, don't use much pressure with these markers whatsoever. It is a very light touch. And you have to let the alcohol go where it wants to go. But we have the Tuxedo Memento Black ink. So see how the alcohol is not picking up the color of the black and then bleeding it into the cup. That's not happening. That's because we're using that Tuxedo Black ink. Now I'm just going to use this and I'm going to push my color back into the cup a little bit there. And we'll leave that. Now, I want to take my dark, let's let that dry a little bit. We'll take the light and again the fine tip. And we're going to come over here and we're going to do the top of the mug of this little cup here. And like if you want to get into little areas, did you see what I did in there? I kind of like dotted it and then it's almost like I let its own dots connect itself because they are alcohol markers. Just like that. Perfect. And then the cup comes around to the inside here. How sweet. Very, very nice. Just like that. And I am going to come down in here. It looks like the cup is just in these areas right in there. Okay. Now I'm going to take the dark and I'm going to go around this base. Now if you notice, I'm not blending anything today. This is just with the straight markers. I'm not using any kind of blending, but I still, the way that I colored this, where I didn't come inside of it that much, it has left a nice little lighter area and it looks shaded. So now the bottom, again, in the rich raspberry. And now the inside of the cup in here. And I'm left-handed, so sometimes if you are left-handed, you have to turn things upside down so that you can see. I'm doing okay with this right now. All right, there we go. Now what we're going to do is color our succulents. And I'm going to use the brush tip here, and I'm going to color every bit of this except for like where I put that gray. I want you to color all of these with, this is light old olive. I love to color. I find it very relaxing and soothing, fun. I love that every time that I color something, my result is different. And now I'll show you how we're going to get the tips of these looking like succulents. You know how the tips on succulents are a little bit different color? And especially I've seen these green ones and they have that little pinkish purplish hue on the tips. Almost, like I've always said, reminds me of an artichoke, of which I absolutely love. Like my very favorite vegetable is artichokes. Okay. Now you can make those darker if you wanted to and just go back through. I'm really amazed how dotting goes so far. Yes, dotting, yes, Roxanne, dotting does go so far. So when you get into those little nooks and crannies, yeah, Diane, you're a lefty too. Yes, rest my hand on smudging everything. Yes, oh my gosh, that is so true. I get my fingers in everything. But yes, Roxanne, dotting goes a long way, and it is just a little, and it's so subtle and such a light touch. Now, on the tips of these, we need to add a little bit of rich raspberry, but just at the tip. Again, it is a dot. Like I'm making like 3 dots, but I'm letting them bleed together. I'm really not pushing the pen at all. So I'm just like coloring the tips of this. And I'm also letting it bleed into my old olive to give it that look of like something's, you know, like when something grows, it just doesn't grow, stop, and then grow, you know, it kind of transcends into the other color on the flower, or like this, the succulent. Put a little bit more right there. I'm good to go with that. Nice. I'm very happy with that. Okay, I love my blends. Now, when I do something like this, like where did I put the base of the card? Here it is in my pile. So when I do something like this, and I have a lot of area, yes, we can put a bunch of dimensionals on the back, but I really need for this to be quite solid. So what I did was, what I do is I keep this tape on hand. I get it at Walmart. It's in the aisle where you get stationery. And so I just take this, and again, I am not a measurer, guys. Don't ever look at me. If I measure something, it has to be. So something like this, I just kind of eyeball it. And then here, just like that. And this is really solid. It also gets this piece of paper to lay flat. And then just a little piece here, right there in the middle, so we don't have a bend. So remember, it's at the, I think you could get it, you could get that almost anywhere, just, you know, that big tape, craft tape or whatever they call it. But I know I always have it on hand. I love it, especially for doing something like this. I'm going to bring my card base in. Let me make sure that my bottom is at my bottom. There. And now we're going to put this, and we're going to turn this to give it just a little bit of character. And when you press this down with that tape on the back, you'll feel it. It's fantastic. Now our thank you is dry. I'm going to use my snail on this. I love this alternative project. You know what I'll do? I'll put one of these cards in the giveaway also. So what does that give you? 4 cards and some ribbon today, okay? I'm going to start calling it Giveaway Sunday. I like doing that. That was fun. There we go. That's the inside. There's the outside. Let's put, now these little embellishments right here, they're so flat. And they came with, hi Carrie, they came with the Paper Pumpkin project also. So I'm going to attach these little things, these little jewels, and I definitely want one on my cup right here, and then one down here on the cup. And I still have a bunch of these left over. You know, you always get extra product. I can't pick it up with my little tool there. Here we go. You always get a lot of extra product when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. It's a lot of fun. And too, if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin now and you get, like, I think it's 3 months, you're going to get a free celebration item because, like, it's over $50. So you will qualify for a free celebration item if you did want to sign up with Paper Pumpkin. So just a little thought out there to get a free product. I love getting free things. So here's our 2 cards for today. I so appreciate everyone being with me this entire weekend. I hope you've enjoyed some of the things I've done on my YouTube channel. And you can go over to stampinginthevalley.com. Click on that big blue button, order any and all of your Stampin' Up! Products. We have some great new releases that are coming out on March 1st. They will only be for a month. And so that's a tight window there. But these are just, this was just a lot of fun, this kit. I absolutely love this little cup. I hope you guys too do also. And thanks again for watching. Please have a wonderful Sunday and happy crafting.